This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
Chicago will be kicking off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, we are. Now let's go. Green 39. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On 1st down, Scott, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch tight end. Even. 4 down. Even. Mike 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun. Detroit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set up. 180. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Big edge. Set up. 180. There you go. We got. You see it? I'm coming after you. Hey, gotta go. Slam.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Twist. Where's 52? Watch 52. Blue. Red, up. Hey, pick your game up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Tight right. Three down. There you go. We got. You see it? Jack 31. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Red's up. Check. Red's up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Switch. We're go. Let's go. 24 is the mic. Lock in. Red's up. Check 99. Lock in.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Red's up. Blue. Watch 18. Watch 18. Blue. It's our time. Hey, 18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Blue. Hey, gotta go.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Go.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Strong right.
Now they try the right side here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Red's up. Check that.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Run. That's it, baby. That's it. Come on. We got double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he stopped immediately there.
He's coming.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Hey, we got 4. Let's go, we're on the ball after this. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 3 down. No. Off. We're go. Let's go. One is the mic. All day, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, guys, check me out. Sit up. 180. Hey, gotta go. Hold the look.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They were 3 for 3 converting on 3rd downs on this drive, but that time didn't quite get there.
Yeah, defensively, maybe they just said, we're tired of this. Time to make a stand. And if you really want to pick this one up, you have to go for it on 4th down. And typically, on 4th down, the odds shift to the defense.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Oh, a nice spin. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now the try here for the point after.
Good job, offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Number 81, ready to return.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe bashed. Super toe.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends right. Reds up. Watch number 12. Lock in. Reds up. Lock in. 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Trubisky.
Bang.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Check hot route.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Go.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Red, up.
3 down. Rush in.
Red, up.
Check.
Red, up. Red, up.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight. We got three, fellas.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott pushing through tacklers at the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Two tights. 4 down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
We got 3 down.
No. Check. Patriot. Shift. Over.
Switch.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, 4 down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
combo.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Kill.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Leopard!
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
God!
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
3 down.
3 down.
There you go. We got. You see it? You see it?
Twist. Watch twist.
Hey, 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Move. Hey. 4 down.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Motion up.
Hey, gotta go.
Hey. He's coming to you.
Red, up. Red, up.
Force the mic.
Lock in. Yep.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Red's up. 18. Red's up. Lock in.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. This is caught inside the 15. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Watch you now, Barney.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So we've reached halftime here in the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Spinning past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
180!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Lock in.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding some room in midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
91 is the Mike. Mike
91. Red's up.
Now Trubisky on first down. Now he steps away, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tight right.
180!
4 down.
Red's up. Lock in. Come on.
Check 13.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Red's up.
5 down. Stand up in.
Lock in.
Check.
And they'll run it here.
Check.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
There you go. We got. You see it?
Odd. 5 down.
Hey, gotta go.
Switch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Blue.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, that's Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Reds up. Hey, check.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Murray now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Akeem Hicks busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Located on the lower level.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Double tight. Hey, guys.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
Off the play fake. Murray. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Reds up.
SOS.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down, and it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Reds up.
Joker.
Hey, 18.
90.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. 3 down.
Reds up.
He's checking.
Lock in.
Crash.
Reds up.
Jam him.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run with Scott, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Double tight. Odd. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins by. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Are located along the stadium wall inside gates 2 and 7.
Gun! Alright, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got 3. Shut down, motion, check.
On 1st and 10, Murray. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Double tight. We got 3 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Check.
Blue 90.
Check, 45's the mic.
Off play action. Murray steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green 30.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Set. 3-19.
Here's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Off the play fake, Murray. Escapes the sack. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on third down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's get in there. Blue. Hey, 18. 24 is the mic. Red's up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
18. Blue. 24 is the mic.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lock in. 4 down. Even. Red's up. Check 37.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
4 down. Lock in. 18. Kill. Hey, check Mike 11. Let's go heavy. Lock in.
What you got, Heavy?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Shift.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 1st down, Scott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
45 is Mike. 45.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Let's
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
4 down, check.
Gun! Off play action. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They go play action with Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. Shift! Watch the shift!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey. 4 down.
And they'll go on the ground. Spins past him, and now running right through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got.
Kill.
Red, up.
2, Mike 52.
We're go. Let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Run. Woo! Okay, baby, I see you.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
36.
Hey, 18. Red, up.
Mike 50.
Lock in.
Hey, we have you.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That's how we do it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco.